I think that people sometimes don't realise how important sleep is for their daily functioning, but we know that sleep is important for emotional regulation, for our immune system, for our learning and memory, and a variety of other factors that are important in our daily lives as well. My name's Alice Gregory and I'm a professor of psychology here at Goldsmiths. My research interests focus on sleep in relation to psychopathology, so I've been interested in how the way we sleep links up to mental health. So my new book is called The Sleepy Pebble and Other Stories. I noticed that there was an emerging genre of books that focused on helping children to unwind before bedtime. So I thought about some of the techniques that had been used to help with relaxation and wondered whether some of these techniques could be incorporated into bedtime stories. I contacted Christy Kirkpatrick, who has written children's stories in the past, and we thought that together we could try and incorporate these different components into the stories. So our first story was called The Sleepy Pebble. In this story we squeezed the pebble, so this was incorporating muscle relaxation.
Squeeze really hard so that the dough will rise. Squeeze your feet, that's right, keep squeezing.
Squeeze your feet.
Now relax them.
So this technique involves squeezing and relaxing, and when you relax you can really see how it feels to be relaxed as compared to when you're tense. We also in our story had some imagery, so we asked the children to really imagine the scene that the pebble was in. If you think about all different aspects of a scene, you can use up cognitive space, which means that there's less available cognitive space to focus on worries, for example, that may be keeping you awake. And we also incorporated some mindfulness at the end of this story. And in order to see whether this was an effective technique, we then piloted our book on 100 families. So we asked 100 families with children aged between 3 and 11 years of age to read their children the stories for 3 consecutive nights. Some families continued to use the book way after the pilot study because they'd found it so useful. And I think that was incredibly encouraging. One of the greatest pleasures of this project was the interdisciplinary nature. It was wonderful bringing together science and arts and all these different expertise, and I think really that was what resulted in such a lovely final product. We know that bedtime can be a challenging time of day for families. Our thinking is that anything that can make bedtime a little bit easier has to be a good thing.